Alright, let's cross the water, let's not slip in. Oh, it's a little deeper than anticipated. In front of me, jeez. It's getting deep. Good morning everybody, morning number 9, and after yesterday afternoon's bit of a shit show, to be honest, everything worked out in the end. Obviously I don't have a new inflatable mattress yet, so I've still got the one that has no wear in it, and Josh's camera is broken, but he found it for his SD card. But we've got a gorgeous day, top temperature about 25. We're riding into these mountains. We're just hunting out a town called Dimboola just to get some petrol and then to be back on track to our original itinerary. But I mean, fantastic weather, decent night's sleep, we've got fuel, we've got food. What more could we want? The bikes should be running a lot more easier now after the last week's onslaught of just absolute torture on them. The DRZs are certainly living up to their name and I guess their history of just being a bulletproof bike. So super positive vibes at the moment. I just want to get out to these mountains and start riding between them all. So fantastic scenery, and yeah, we'll see how we go today, see how far we can get to. Look at all these crazy birds. What are you doing? Are you gonna move, or I don't even know what kind of bird they how cool is that? Oh, crazy animals. You gotta love a flock of birds, eh? Josh and I have just turned south to head towards Mount Surprise, but how cool are those massive boulders up there? Wow, that's just unbelievable. Look how big they are. Oh, that's awesome. Whilst I'm riding along this awesome road where the dust is far less than the PDR, that's for sure, I thought I'd do a quick comparison of kilometres travelled versus days of the trip. When I did my Simpson crossing, so Sydney to Simpson Desert to Brisbane, that was just shy of 5,000 kilometres, and I did that ride in 8.5 days on the bike all day long. But 8.5 days, this ride, I'm only at 2,550 kilometres on my 9th day from Cairns to the tip and down to where we are now. So I've done half the kilometres in the same amount of time. That's just absolutely crazy. It just goes to show how slow going it is up top. Obviously you want to take it all in, but you're still on the bike all day long. You just can't travel these speeds like I am now. Just came across one of these flowing little creeks, which have all got concrete causeways with like a little whirlpool forming there. That's pretty cool. Just started doing that whilst I rode past. It's getting sucked under and coming out that way. That's what's happening. Huh. I guess that could also be far more deceiving than it looks, and you could jump in and actually get pulled under yourself. You can actually see how deep it is there going under. Could be quite dangerous actually. I've just stopped here whilst I got a chance, but I just realised I've been here for 5 minutes now and I can't hear Josh's bike, and he hasn't come past. There's been no turn-offs. We've both already done a number 1 together, so I'm a little bit concerned because he could have a flat tyre. There's no point me just keep on going this way for another 50k to the next turn-off when he needs help that way. So he always says to give him about 10 minutes just in case, and I was the same. So I'll give it a few more minutes and see if he turns up. But whilst I'm here then, like, yeah, we've got the whirlpool, we've got this beautiful oasis. This would be a nice place to camp at the top of the Great Dividing Range. Absolutely fantastic. I just started backtracking, I only got 10 metres, and then Josh finally rocked up. He was filming a snake on the road and taking some photos, so I'm glad I waited though, to know he's okay. Well, we just cracked out a chunk of a Savannah Way, which was absolutely awesome. Really recommend that to anyone able to do it. And now we're going to do Mount Surprise and Undara National Park. I think we've got enough fuel to go to Undara National Park first, and then backtrack down this way to Mount Surprise to continue our trip. That's the plan anyway. So we've arrived at Undara National Park, the volcanic national park, and that's what we want to look at. Kalkani crater. We're not going to go all the way down to the lava tubes. That's because that's a paid tour. We're not here for that. But yeah, we'll see what this crater's all about. Take a few happy shots, and we'll take it from there. Well, here we go. Even though it looks like a mountain, I believe there's a crater in there. Hopefully it's not too big of a hike, because it may not be doable, but we're here. We'll have a look. Not too busy, which is great, and it's not too warm, so that's cool. 2 DRZ400Es at a crater site. So Josh and I decided to do our second hike for the trip. The first one was to the Cape York tip, and now we're doing a 600-meter hike to the Kalkani crater rim, so we can see stuff. And I can assure you, I'm huffing and puffing because I'm struggling to walk in these stupid boots. Josh and I both only have the one outfit for riding, and we've got it on, so whatever sweat it gets, it stays in it. But anyway, we'll see what it's all about. But we don't know, because my information is as bad as Josh's, we don't know if it's a crater because a meteorite hit or if a volcano erupted. So if anyone knows that, drop a comment, because we're arguing about, is it a volcano or a meteorite site? So we'll see when we get up there. There's information on it anyway. So we made it to the top of the crater rim. That's the view in it, which to me just looks like my backyard and some trees. So you can't really see anything down there. But if we turn around, facing, I guess, northeast direction, we got some spectacular views. Got all these little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sort of 6, maybe even that one quick count of 7 little mountain tops. So it's a pretty cool view, but not worth walking around the whole crater in this motorbike gear up here. We've had a look, and as I've always said on the motorbike rides, I always like my hiking, but it's just not worth it if you can't bring hiking clothes and hiking shoes, which normally you can't because you're on a motorbike and no room to store such things. But we committed to it, didn't we, Josh?
We did, mate. We made it.
How are you feeling?
I'm alright. You
got a good layer of sweat in that shirt again? Yeah, so we're just embracing the man odors, but it's all good. We'll head back down and consider the hike done. Yeah, fantastic, beautiful. Josh and I actually decided to read the sign on the way down, and it was indeed a volcano. So that means I am right, Josh is wrong, because he was trying to tell me, well, it was a crater. We didn't actually decide what created the crater, but I guess being a volcano erupting, it would be a crater still. But anyway, well, I like to think I'm pretty hardcore, but this bloke here, he's got only human power. His legs are his engine. Look at him go. On ya, mate. What a legend. He's as tanned as can be. Alright, I'm having to go into sports mode, max speed, turbocharge, absolute get ready overtake mode. I'm just going to press my button. Alright, I have to stay in this gear. I have to really hug the back of the caravan that don't have much power. I need to start, time it, and pull out, go, and head down like this. Give him one of these ones, and then pull in. Oh, 120k an hour. The bike's revving its tits off, but we did. I just turned the power button off. Yep. Whew. That's how it's done. Here we go, Mount Surprise, also known as the Mountain of Surprises. But as adventure riders, we only want good surprises, and today that is good fuel, good food, and hopefully some good local knowledge about some tracks that we've chosen. That cannot be the only petrol station, please. We can't stay today. We're freaking only halfway through the day. Sorry, close. See you tomorrow. Oh, if only I could do that at home. Just said petrol open 7 days a week on a sign there. Roadhouses open 7 days a week. Well, you'd deem that to be open more than half the day. Let's just see if we've got some more fuel. I can see a green fuel sign just there. Oh, please have fuel. Yeah, we need fuel. What do we got here? Ah, see? The town of surprises. You got a surprise back there. Oh no, does that say closed too? This one looks open. There we go. One bad surprise to one good surprise. Phew. And then here's another surprise. No fuel again. I was only taking a piss at this town. It's also known as the Mountain of Surprises. We've just been absolutely heartbroken. There's no fuel. What are we doing?
It doesn't say no fuel on this side.
So that this place might have, the only place in town with fuel. There's another surprise. Phew. Oh, it's freaking out then. Please have fuel. Come on, let's see. Oh, unleaded. I don't care how expensive it is, we'll take it. So we left Mount Surprise, and boy oh boy did that bloody have us on edge. We got it sorted though in the end, but I haven't seen one of these single lane, even though they're a double lane, bit of tar in a long time. It was probably 2 years ago when I was last on something like this, and it's fantastic, except when a truck's coming the other way, or a caravan, and you've got to go at 100 kilometers an hour from tar to dirt, which sounds pretty easy, but sometimes you've got this sketchy bit, and you just have to fully commit, and then coming back on, you might have a bit of a lip on the tar, and you can't get back onto it straight away. So it's very handy, but can also be very sketchy indeed. Whilst I'm riding behind Josh, I know it's just a basic thing, it's a wheel, I get it, but as you look at that rear wheel on the motorbike, that wheel gives most of the grip, gives all the drive, it carries all the weight pretty much. It's just one little tire that just goes around and around and around all day long, and it just does it. I know it's a simple design, I know it's been around forever, but when you really look at it, it does a hell of a lot of work for what it is, and it just does it. It's just amazing that those tyres don't go flat more often, bearings don't break more often. We don't want that, but there's a lot of pressure and a lot of forces going through that wheel when you look at it. Unbelievable. It's pretty cool though, just staring at it working. Oh, the poor Dunlop 606 is doing the job though. We're only about a kilometre out of town, and have a look at the scenery. Holy moly. This is well worth it. This is beautiful water. We've just stopped the bikes here to take in this bit of scenery that we didn't have before. Just sort of came out of nowhere, this lake or creek. We're only a kilometre out of town. We're about to do a river crossing, try to keep the boots dry. And but yeah, it's heaps of water. I don't know if there's any crocodiles out here though. I feel like we're pretty far inland. But hey, I don't know, I'm not an expert, but there's no croc signs, so yeah, beautiful stuff. And we've got this mountain in the backdrop. It's all happening, eh? We're coming to a close of this day, and we might be camping at a pretty good spot, I reckon. Alright, let's cross the water, let's not slip in. Oh, it's a little deeper than anticipated. Beautiful. Going over the mighty Einasleigh River, and there's, I believe, a Savannah Way railway, or the railway that goes in the west and east direction of the Savannah Way. What a cool town. I did not anticipate stopping here at all, but we've definitely got to stop and have a look at the Einasleigh Hotel. Fantastic. So this is called Copperfield Gorge. We can't ride down there, but it may be worth a little walk, but regardless, you can get the picture. There's a river down there, and it's quite a deep gorge with a mountain on the other side. Very impressive, this town so far. We are actually going to stay here. It is early in the day, but we're going to put on a big day tomorrow, so we're going to stay here, suss out the town, enjoy ourselves, and yeah, really just take it all in, I guess. That's what we're here for. Have a look at this. This is dead set a scene out of a apocalyptic event or something going on Earth. You got a big eagle just soaring up there. It's doing its rounds, probably wondering if I'm going to cark it. But this is so unexpected. I know I keep going on about it, but I love coming across these places that you choose and you think is just pretty much a stop for petrol, and it turns out to be spectacular. So Einasleigh's just up there. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. You got the main bridge, the railway, and you got water trickling down this gorge, which is Copperfield Gorge, and it goes all the way down there and then spreads out. So if there was water pumping through here, which you can see signs, I don't know if that's a common occurrence or more of a sort of rare occasion, but imagine the water coming through here, then it spreads out there. It'll just absolutely flood the landscape and no doubt bring life to the surrounding lands for many years. But right now, this is how much water there is, and it looks pretty deep in sections. I am seeing some fish or something swimming around there. They're quite large. You can only assume it's a fish. I don't think there'd be crocodiles here, but if anybody knows, drop a comment and let me know if it does house some crocs. Still pretty warm out here. And just got this mad mountain range. I'm just so glad we came here, actually. Super pumped. Be pretty keen to stay tonight. There's zero light pollution, so it'll be crystal clear skies. So we're fortunate enough to get a campsite in Einasleigh, and I am saying that wrong. The owner of this campsite told me how to pronounce it, but I still can't get it. It's like a tongue twister for me. But my tent, Josh's tent, we've got the magnificent backdrop there, and just through there we're going to be able to walk to the pub and get a proper feed and some drinks, and we've got the amenities here. So it's really the only campground in the area, but fantastic. $10 to set up here and a shower. What more could we want? So that's going to be night number 9, but we've got a massive day tomorrow. Really got to tick over around 600 plus kilometers. Whether that pans out or not, I do not know, but that's what we've got to do. So anyway, we're going to go get some food, some drinks, and yeah, how good is this?